Hello learners, as we have seen in the course, overall course, we have completed the basic model here. So the remaining part is just composing the sheet. Okay, so in this lecture, we are going to deal with the sheet work and annotation part. So let's get started. So you can find the sheets in the project browser over here. Okay, so we have sheet section here separate, and by default A100 unnamed sheet is present. Okay, so if you want to access this sheet, just select the sheet element or the sheet name, just right click and open. You can even open the sheet by double clicking on the sheet name here. Okay, so this is the basic sheet that is present by default. So as we have seen, all the elements in Revit have their certain parameters or properties associated. So similarly, even the sheet also has its parameters or properties rather. So here we can see this is nothing but the title block, and the size of the sheet is A1 metric. So by default, we have a single type or size of sheet. You can load different types of sheet from the libraries. Okay, so let's go ahead using the A1 size sheet only. So here you can add various kinds of data, that is who have approved the project, who was the designer of the project, by whom the project was checked. Okay, who was the uh, detailer for this project, what is the sheet number. So sheet number that we are seeing here, A100, is nothing but the sheet number parameter. So the data here is A100, so we are able to see A100 and the name of the sheet here. So this is nothing but the just the sheet number space dash and name of the sheet. So name of the sheet is currently unnamed, so we can have it as sample. And when I just click on the canvas here, now let's check. We have changed the name over here, sheet name. So the overall name or the composition of the sheet has changed. Previously it was unnamed. Now we have entered a unique name or a specified name to it. So the representation or the nomenclature of the sheet has changed here. We can have also enter the issue date. Okay, so in this way we can play with the uh, sheet or the title block. So if you want to enter the project name, you can enter the project name also, like sample project. You can even give the title for this project. Let's say test. Can add all the features uh, that are present in the title block. Okay, so here is our plain sheet. So if you want to create multiple sheets, okay, in case if you want to add multiple sheets, all you need to just go and select the right click the sheets here and select the new sheet. So here uh, it will ask us to select the title block for the particular sheet. Okay, so if currently we have a single title block A1 metric, if you want any other size of sheet or the title block present, so you just need to load them. So go to load. From here we can access the title blocks. So title blocks would be in the title blocks folder, and we have A0, A1, A2, A3, A4 likewise. So let's import all of them. Now you can see previously there was only A1 metric standard. So now we have added A0, A2, A3, A4, etc. So if you want any of the other standard size of sheet, you can even import them also. Okay. So let's go ahead with A1 for now and hit OK. So as we have create, means let's repeat the process again. So I'll just delete this also. So what if you want to add another sheet here? So basically there is single sheet present over here. If you want another sheets or multiple sheets in your project, so all you need to just select the sheets here, right click and click on the new sheet. So here by default Revit asks us to select the title block. So title block will contain the size of the sheet. So A1, A2, A3, A4, A0 as per your preference. So let's go ahead with A1 and hit OK. So you can see here A102 unnamed is my new sheet created. So you can change the number over here, sheet number as A101, and we can give it as a sheet 2. Okay, so rename this as sheet 1. You can rename it from here as well. So if you have the means in the project browser, if you see the sheet name over here, just right click over here and just rename it. So you can change the number, sheet number, also the sheet name from here. Let's give it sheet 1. Okay, so the same changes are replicated into the properties as well, the sheet properties as well. So in this way you can rename, renumber, and enter the data of your title block. So currently we have blank sheets. Currently we have only the blank sheets, only the title block is present. So in order to insert a view, all you need to just project means open the project browser in such a way that the view is present. So in this way, you can just select the view, right click and views that you intend to put or represent on your sheet are visible. Okay, so if I want one of my 3D view to be added into the sheet view and a single floor plan here, so what I will do, just you need to drag the view and place it anywhere on the sheet. Currently it's a bit weird, so just open the view here for now, and I think it's a camera view. Let's not take this one. Okay, so this is also camera view. So this is the 3D view, our default 3D view that was present. So let's go ahead and let's say select this perspective. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just create a duplicate over here, duplicate of this view, create duplicate. Okay, so my duplicated 3D view is created. So let's rename it view 1. Okay, so here is our 3D view 1. So what I will do, if you need to just lock any perspective or any angle for this 3D view, you can do that as also. So if you want to keep our 3D view locked, so here we have locking for 3D view. So this is nothing but lock 3D view option. So whenever you click on this option, all you just need to select the save orientation and lock view. So once you save and save orientation lock view, in spite of trying to orbit or change the orientation, you are unable to do it. So even the view cube is also locked. You won't be able to access the view cube whenever you select the locking on. So if you want to unlock the view, just go back and select the uh, lock 3D view option, and from here you need just to select the unlock. So again, I'm able to freely rotate my model. So in this way, you can lock and unlock your 3D model. So let's keep it in this way. I'll just lock so save the orientation and lock it. So in this way, the 3D view would be locked, and I don't want any of the levels here. So I'll just go to visibility graphics override and select levels and turn their visibility off. Apply. Okay. So only my uh, planting and the main model is now visible. So I'll just keep the detail level as fine, and let's keep this as a realistic view. Okay, so in this way, my realistic 3D view would be visible. So let's close this one and let's drag this view into our sheet. So in order to add this view to the sheet, all you just need to select the view and drag it to your respective sheet. So I have added the view here. Okay, so this is nothing but the viewport that we are adding. You can control the crop view. Okay, you can also control the crop view from the extents here. So let's say I want to control the cropping of this sheet. So let's say crop view on. And for controlling the cropping extent, you need the crop region visible. So let's double click, and once you double click, you would be inside that view. Okay. So let's right click and deactivate the view. In order to add or modify your current view or any of its parameters inside a view, all you need to just activate, go and select activate view. Okay, so let's say I want to select the planting over here. Okay, so I'm unable to select it because I'm still in the interface of my sheet. Though my view is present in my sheet, I am unable to access the view that is present here. So in order to get inside the viewport, all you just need to select the active view over here. What for that, all you need to do is select the view, right click and hit on active view. So once you uh, means activate the view, you are able to select the objects that are actually present in your view. Okay, so in this way you can access the viewports. So as we have seen, like the extents over here, cropping view. So if you want to crop the view, all you just need to select the extents and you can drag and control the cropping limits. So if you want, if you can even drag the limits above, but resulting would be improper view formation. So let's keep it by default something like this. And once you are satisfied with the cropping view, let's make the region disappear. So if you turn the cropping view on, then whatever the view or the boundary this is visible, this is nothing but the crop region. So this is the region that elements under means that are within this region, those elements would be visible. If any element that is present beyond these limits, those elements won't be visible. Okay, so this black line is nothing but the crop region boundary. So if you want to turn this off, you will just click on the crop region visible option unchecked, and the boundary is now disappeared. And keeping the cropping view extent as on, that is checked, the cropping is still active, only the boundary won't be visible. So how to check it? Let's take an example. So for now, if I want my crop region to be present somewhere over here, so one of my plantation is going outside the cropping boundary. Okay, so if even if I turn my crop region boundary off, my plantation won't be visible. The tree that was present here won't be visible because we have turned the crop view on. Okay. So whatever the boundary we have sketched here, only the element that are within that boundary, those elements would be visible, and anything that is present beyond that boundary, those elements won't be visible. So if you want to uncrop the view, all you just need to select the uncheck button over here. If I uncheck, I'm able to see the planting on, despite means we have not made any changes to the crop region visible. Crop region visible is just a graphical representation, or the like it's just representing the crop region that is present. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the actual cropping. So this is just the boundary of cropping. Unless you turn on or turn off the crop view, nothing will happen. So as you can see, I have turned the crop region visible. So even though the region is visible, I'm able to see the plant over here. So if I turn on the crop view, so in that case only the elements that are present beyond the view or the cropping is they won't be seen in the current view. Okay, so let's keep it uncropped. In this way, the cropping works. Similarly, as we have seen, this crop view deals with the model elements, and similarly, we have crop for annotations also. This annotation works for dimensions, taggings, text, etc. Okay, this is for model elements purpose, and this is for annotations purpose. Okay, so in this way, we can place the view. So if you want to adjust the line or the line that is present below the viewport, all you just need to select the view. Okay, or you can select the line, simply select the line, and you can drag the line, and only if you need to select the line, means only if you want to change the position of your line, only in that case you need to select only the line. And if you want to select all the view to be moved or translated, in that case you need to select the view, and the line would translate with respect to the selected view. Like the view and the line will both move in a connected way. But only if you want to make change or move the line that is present below the viewport, in that case, you just select the line and you can move it. So in this way, the line can be moved. So if you want to change the extents of the lines, that is, if you want to control the length of this line, so in that case, what you will do, you will just select the view. Okay, select the view, and here you can see we have two round circles, blue circles that are formed. So by dragging them, you can control the length of this line. Okay, by dragging them, you can control the length of the line. If you want to rename the view, you can just select the view, and here we have view name. Here we have the view name. So if you want to give view a specific name, so view name is nothing but the name of the assigned view. Okay, the view that is that we have inserted in our sheet was view one. So the view name is shown or populated over here. So if you want to change the name on the sheet, you have title on sheet. So here we will just rename it as 3D view, and just press the canvas, click over the canvas, so you can see the view name is still view one. Okay, as it's linked with this view. Okay, but if you want to change the title name on the title, okay, title on sheet, so you have a parameter called title on sheet over here, and you can give any name that would be populated for the particular view. So in this way, you can rename the view as well. So as we have a 3D view, if you want to change the scale, just select it, and here we have the scale. So if you want the scale to be 1:50, let's keep it 1:50, and our 3D model will look something like this. Okay, so let's drag this line over here, and in this way, our 3D model will look like. Now, if you want to add a floor plan over here, let's say we want a floor plan to be visible in this sheet. So let's go and check which floor plan you want to insert in that sheet. So this is a floor plan we have. This is another floor plan we have. So there is another level 1 floor plan. Okay, so let's go ahead with using the level 0 duplicated. So go to sheet again. Make sure you are into the correct sheet for which you need to insert the views. So I want the views to be placed in A100 sheet 1. So I'll go and drag the duplicated level 0 view and place it over here. So in this way, we can place multiple views in a sheet. So if you want to change the length or means if you want to change the length of the viewport title, you can change it by clicking on the view, and you have two round circles at the start and the end. By dragging them, you can control the length. If you want to rename this view, all you just need to go and select the title on sheet. Let's say it as ground floor plan. Okay, so this is nothing but ground floor plan. Now let's check if you want to replace, like already there is a single instance of level 0 duplicated present in this sheet. If you want to just place it again in this particular sheet, will Revit allow it? Let's check it out. So I will just drag it again and try to place it in the current sheet. So it's giving me an error, that is this view is already placed on sheet A100 sheet 1. So we are unable to place the same view in the sheet again. Okay, so this is one of the major thing, most important thing you need to look after. Okay. So similarly, if you want to place the same view in another sheet, can you do it? Let's check it out. So if you want to place the level 0 duplicated in another sheet, the same result. It will again give a warning that this view is already placed in sheet A01. So if you want multiple views of the same level to be placed, so in that case, you just need to create a duplicate of this view. Okay, so if I create a duplicate of this view, let's say duplicate with detailing. So I have a duplicate copy. Let's keep it as it is. Okay, so I have a duplicated copy, duplicated copy one view that is created. So if I now try to place the view over here, I'm able to place it, because the view that we are planning to place in the sheet requires a unique name, as these two are as we know, with these two views are linked with the level 0, but we have a unique name over here. This is duplicated and this is duplicated copy one. So because of that, we are able to place it. If this view would have been a level 0 duplicated, then Revit would have given us a warning that this view is already placed and this view can't be placed. So in this way, you can place multiple views that belongs to a same level by duplicating them. So here we have placed the 3D view and the floor plan. So in the next sheet, we will place the level 0 uh, floor plan with the legends, color fill legends. So uh, for to make the rooms visible, we need to remove the template. Okay, because of the view template that we have set here, the rooms are not visible. So let's turn the rooms on. Okay, so here we have the color fill legends because we have placed the rooms and we have color fill legend for this as well. So you can see for this particular view, we don't need the plantation and the grids, so we can remove them. What we can do, we can go into visibility graphic override, and from here, select the plantations and turn them untick. That's so its visibility we have turned off. And now grids would be found in the annotation categories. So go to grids and turn them off as well. Apply. Okay. So we have elevation views. So for that, instead of going into VG, what we can do, just select any of the elevation, right click, override graphic, hide in view and by category. So all of the elevation views that were present are now disappeared. So deactivate the view and adjust the title for the viewport. So this is nothing but the view that we have placed. So let's increase the scale. Let's keep it as 1:50. So in this way, our floor plan showing the room data would be visible. So here we can rename from here as well, or else if you want to rename the view, you can rename by clicking over the level 0 that is written, or you can just go and change the title on sheet. So let's give it as room data. So here we have the room data, and you can see we have the rooms already placed and we have given a color code for each of the rooms. So let's place a legend for this. So in order to place a color code legend, what we can do, we can go to view. Let's go to annotate, and here we have color fill legends, and we can just place it beside the view. So here we have color fill legends and we have the room names as well. Okay, so room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5 up to room 8. But here we can see there are no tags. There are no tags. So in order to give a room tag, what we can do, go to annotate and tag by select tag by category. And if you want the leader or if you don't want the leader, it's up to you. You can just give a tag for this, but we have selected a wrong type here. So to give the tags for the rooms, all you just need to go to rooms again and room tag. We have the room tag here. So let's give a room tag. Okay, so this room has already a room here. room tag are present for most of the cases. So if you want to delete any room tag, you can just select the tag and hit delete. So in this way, the room tags can be added. You can see the room names as well and their associated room tags. So this is another way by which you can represent your floor plan data. So let's say I want to show or display the dimensions, overall dimensions of any of my floor plan, the window and door tags and the wall tag. So you can do that as well. So let's go to level like the sheet 1, and here we can show or display the dimensions, overall dimensions of the walls and the basic door and window tags. So let's go ahead and create them. So to add the geometry or to add the dimensions for the particular plan or particular view, first you need to deactivate, I mean activate the view. So if you want to activate the view, just select the view and hit and select the right click. So you are now in the current active view. So this view we have activated. So you can edit anything that is present in the current view, or else you can, instead of doing it in the sheet, you can just go and select the view and open it. So this was the view. So you can do in both ways. Like if you want to select the view from the sheet, you can go and select the view and activate it, or else you can just go ahead and modify the main views that are linked to the sheets. This view and this view both are the same. Only the thing is this is linked with the sheet and it's the view from where that view has been derived. Okay, so here we have in the view. Let's go and add dimensions. So to add the dimensions, you can use the quick access toolbar over here, align dimensions. If you want to add align dimension, linear dimension, angular dimensions, or based on your preferences, you can add them. So we can add dimensions by just hovering your mouse on any particular grid. You can see the color of the grid is now turned blue. That means we can add a reference here. Just left click. So as you can see, my dimensions are now referencing all the grids. If you want to place the dimension, just click anywhere on the canvas. So my dimensions are now placed for these grids. You can even move the dimensions as required. So now we want to add dimensions for these grids. What you will do, just select the dimension tool, just hover to the first grid. As you can see, the color is now changing. So just left click, left click, left click, left click. And if you want to finish, just click anywhere on the canvas. And to come out of the uh, dimension command, just hit escape couple of times. You would be out of the dimension tool. So in this way, you can dimension any of your elements. So for now, we have dimensioned the grids. Let's see how to dimension the walls. So to dimension the walls, firstly, you need to check whether you want the reference as wall centerline or wall faces. So let's go ahead with the wall faces. So by checking the wall faces, so basically the Revit would understand that our references are mostly the wall faces, so it won't select the wall center line by default. So all you just need to go and hover near the face of the wall, just left click, hover near the face of the wall, left click, and do the same for the rest of the walls. So once you have selected all the concerned walls, just place the dimensions anywhere on the canvas. Okay, so here we can even edit the extents for this line. You can edit the witness line over here. Now you are able to see the dimensions are having a precision of 3 decimals. So you can change the units or you can change the dimension family. Okay, so this is nothing but 2.5 mm aerial dimension family. If you want the leader, you can turn it on or off as per your preferences. If you go to edit type over here, you have all the properties to play with. So if you want the precision or the units change over here, you can do that as well. So here we have the units format. Let's go and change it. Don't use the project settings, and we don't want any decimal places. So let's give it a 0 decimal places. Okay, apply. Okay, so now you can see all the precision, that is there were 3 decimal places. Those are now not visible. If you want to change the position for the text or means the dimension value, you can do that as well. So if you want to change the leader of, you can see you can move the value, dimension value. Okay, so in this way you can play with the dimension tool. If you want to change the size or font, you can do it by coming into the edit type. Select the edit type, and from here we have text size. For now it's 2.5. If you want it as a 2 mm, just add a value of 2 mm. You can even change the font, text font. For now it's Arial. If you want any of your font type, you can select from the list. Okay, if you want to bold the value, you can click on the bold. If you want it to be present in italic, or you want an underline for the given value, dimensioning value, you can do that as well. So anything you want that is dealing with your dimensioning family, you can use and you can modify from here. Okay, so in this way you can edit your dimensioning family type. Okay, so in this way you can dimension your grids, elements, everything. So now let's move ahead and let's tag the door and windows. So in order to tag the door or windows, you need to go to annotate, annotate by category, and here we have a door tag. So let's click, and here we are getting a 7. So let's check what is 7. So 7 is nothing but the mark of the door, but we want the sizes of the door. So let's check, do we have any other value or any other uh, parameters for means that are connected with the annotations for the door? No. So you can even import or create a new one. So let's create a new one. So let's go to edit type. Let's create a new one. Okay. So select that tag, edit family. We want the height and width of the door. So for now, let's delete these fields. We don't want anything to be visible for now. Let's go and let's add a label over here. Okay, so first one would be the door width. So select the rough width. Okay, okay, so we have the rough width over here, and next label would be create, add label, and press on the canvas. So next would be rough height. So if the parameters you need, just you need to shift them into the label parameters over here. So it means that parameter would be assigned to that particular label. So we have a height, a width over here, we have a height over here. So if you want, you can add the prefix and suffix for both of them. So to do that, just select edit the label, and we have a prefix option here. So W space, like you can give a prefix for this, and it's an height. So let's give a space after it. Okay, so edit label. Okay, so in this way you can have your prefix suffix set. So what it would read, W and its width, height, and its width. And if you want a box around this value, you can add a box as well. So go to create and take lines, and you can create just a simple box over here. Okay, so this is nothing but the value of width, this is nothing but the value of height, and I think it's a bit larger. So let's create a small one, and in this way its value would be stored in this detail box. So let's load into project, and let's say override. Now you can see we are now able to see the height and width of the respective door, that is the size of the door. So now let's go back to the family type again, and you can see edit the label, or else you can see and change the size for this label. As you can see, it's too large currently. Let's keep it as 1.5 mm or 1 mm maybe. So select the label, and here we have the properties of this label. So go to edit type, let's duplicate this one, and let's create 1 mm. Okay, so here we have the text size, and keep it as 1 mm. Rest all is fine. Okay, let's now, as we have created a 1 mm tag label, so that can be applied for height as well. So select 1 mm, and let's move the box a bit closer, and let's move it here. So in this way you can add a value of door and sorry, width and height to your door tag. So this is how you create a unique door tag, or you tag door tag of your preference. So you can see the now the label is going beyond the lines. So what you can adjust, you can just shift the labels to right hand side a bit. Okay, and just load into project and override its value. So in this way you can see now my door text is, or the door tag is now created. Now you can see the precision is differing. We don't want a precision of 3 decimals, so you can just go back ahead, like go back and select. Now you just need to edit type, and from here, do we have the units over here? No, we don't have the units. So edit label. Do we have units over here? Just select this one. Okay, so it's in the parameters. So select the parameters, and here we have edit parameter unit. So select the edit parameter unit, and we don't want any decimal places. So okay, okay. So do the same for width. Edit label. Select the parameter, and you can edit the format, unit formats. No decimal places. Okay, okay. Now let's load into project and close. I don't want to save it, just override it. Now you can see it's now the door tag is looking some much clear, and it's representing the width and height of this particular door. So if you want this tag to be applied to all the doors, just select it, CS, press CS, that is create similar, and it would be created for all the doors. Okay, just keep on clicking the doors that are available, and you are able to now place the door tags. If you want to flip the door tag, you just need to select the tag and hit spacebar. So in this way, it's now flipped. You can even drag and move the tags as per your preference. So here you can see you can orient the tags as per your floor plan. Okay. So in this way, you can create and you can assign any tags for doors, windows, for all the elements required. Okay. So let's take an example for windows as well. Let's press TG. TG is nothing but the shortcut for tagging. TG is nothing but shortcut for tagging. So here we have the similar case, that is the window doesn't have a size tag. So you can create the tag similarly as we have seen for the case of door. You need to create the tag in the same fashion for windows as well. Okay. So now let's take an example for wall. Annotate, tag all. So from using tag all, we can select the categories that can be tagged. So if I want the window category, okay, so select the window, select the tag that you want to assign. So let's go with number only and apply. Okay. So now you can see all my windows are now tagged with a single click. Okay. So how we have done it, let's Control Z and undo this. So if you want to tag all your elements or single category of elements, let's say windows or doors at a time, all the windows that are present in the view, I want to annotate or tag them in a single click. What you can do, just go to Annotate tab, tag all. So from here, we need to select the window tags and select the tag family or the type of tag you want. For now, we have two types of window tags. So let's go with the number only. And if you want the leader, if you can select the leader and you can adjust the length of the leader, or else keep it unchecked. If you want to tag orientation as horizontal, you can use horizontal, or else you can go with vertical. Let's keep it horizontal. And you can see all object in current view. So all the windows that are currently in my level 0 floor plan view, those windows would be tagged. Okay. So we have selected the window tags. We have selected the type of tag to be used and hit apply. Okay. So you can see all the windows are now tagged. So in this way, you can tag multiple elements in a single go. So if you want to tag the wall, so you can go for tag all, and from here tag wall, and we have only a single wall tag, so apply. Okay, but we don't have any value. Okay, so in order to check it, what we can do, let's press TG, that is a shortcut for tag. Let's select a leader and keep it in this fashion. So let's go and check what the issue is for this family. So edit family, and we have a label. This label is type mark for, but for wall we have not given any type mark, so we'll remove this parameter and we will add width. Width is nothing but the thickness. Okay, width is nothing but the thickness, and let's change the properties, that is the units for this parameter, as no decimal places. Okay, okay, and we will use a 1 mm width, means 1 mm text size. So edit and duplicate it and create a 1 mm size of tag. So instead of 3 mm, let's keep it 1 mm. Apply. Okay. And we don't need a box like this, so we'll just delete this one. Okay. So only my width is now visible. Now let's load into project and close. All right. So here you can see the 100 is representing the thickness for this wall. Okay. So now let's tag all these walls in a single go. What you can do, go to annotate, tag all, select the wall tags, and we have single wall tag. Let's keep a leader and let's give it a leader length of let's say 5 mm. Apply. Okay. Now you can see the tags are now created, but we need to check manually whether they are clashing or not. So you can see it would be clashing in some cases, so you need to adjust them. But in this way, you can check, you can tag multiple elements in a single go. So we have seen how to modify and create a new tag out of any other tagging family type. Okay. So in this way, you can add the tags for multiple elements, not only door, windows, wall, but for floor, anything. So hope you enjoyed learning. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.